Well, a hot, muggy day, and another trip out here to Blakely State Park. Right now I am at one of the battlefield areas. Basically a lot of pines here, and thought of, as an overcast day, I could get in some bird photography. Not much of the songbirds, but I did get a couple of shots of a rabbit, and I got a good shot of an owl, and usually we get some other raptor type birds around here, but it might be just because of the weather and overcast. But I figured I'd go ahead and take a little bit of time here and do a second review on the Artcise carbon fiber tripod. I've had it now for, well, let's see, maybe 8 months. And I figured I'd do a follow-up on a video I posted when I first purchased it, and well, give you my pluses and minuses of what I've found of it so far. In a nutshell, it is a definitely keeper for me. It is my go-to tripod now for anything that I need to use a heavy lens on. Now there's if I'm doing shorebirds or songbirds, or if I'm just out here on a hike, and I have the 600mm, I think it's a lot more stable on a beefier tripod than using a travel tripod, of course. So anyways, on to the follow-up. So this is my normal backpack that I take with me when I'm out on whether I'm going along the beach or out here in these open areas. I just heard a hawk way over there. I may have to get over there as soon as I'm done with this. But anyways, this folds down pretty compact, and I can strap it to the side on here. The camera and 600mm fit perfectly in this, and it's not much of a load at all. It's not a problem. So let me get down into some more nuts and bolts on this Artcise carbon fiber tripod. So I will put a link down in the description of the original review I did on this. As you see, the tripod is the way that I use it when I'm using it. So it does not come with the tripod head, so I use two different heads with it. Normally, if I am going basically from the car to a spot to do some photography, I usually have a gimbal head on this. It's just a standard aluminum gimbal head. I'm looking at maybe upgrading that to a carbon fiber, and it actually works a lot better using this 600mm lens, because it's got very fluid motion, and if you're trying to track birds in flight and anything where you've got pretty much want constant motion, it's the best thing you can use with a heavy lens and a camera. So the tripod head that I'm using right now, before I got this Artcise carbon fiber, I had a Vanguard. So the ball head I have on here is actually from my Vanguard. This is the SBH 100. So it is a nice solid ball head. I've looked at some other options and ball heads, but I haven't basically made the jump to purchasing one because with other than the gimbal and this ball head has pretty much has done everything I need it to do. So that's the other head I've had on this. So let me get back to the subject at hand, which is the tripod itself. Okay, I'm taking that's not going to fall. Okay, so the tripod itself, like I said in the original video, as far as the connection itself, I'm going to take this off. So the connection itself to either your ball heads is 3/8. So this doesn't drop down. I mean, you can't take this off to make it to a 1/4 inch because of the job that this tripod is meant to do. You're pretty much either going to have to get a head that you have the ability to take out the liner if it's got a 1/4 inch in it. You know, some of them will have like an adapter where you'll be able to take out the screw insert, and that will keep it at the 3/8. So all my tripod heads for this are this size. So this does have the option to where you can take this part off, you can take this out, and you can put the top in here and then lock this back down, and then you have basically a no movement platform. Some people like that. I did try it that way for a couple of outings I did, but I have found that I do like when you have your tripod set, instead of having to adjust the tripod legs to get your tripod, which it also has a level here, to get it level, I keep it in using the cup, and this cup is metal, it's not plastic. You know, when I first was looking, I thought, oh, that's plastic, but this part is metal, this part is metal, and this part is metal. The ball seat here, it's all metal. It's whatever aluminum they've used on this. So there's nothing cheap about this. It's incredible considering the cost. So with this setup here, you can see, again, you do get like about a, I figure I think it's probably around 14-degree movement. So if you've got your tripod and you can't get it level, you can use your leveler or a ball, you know, a bubble on the camera itself, get it on here, and then you have some play to where you can get it level for what you need, and then just a quick twist, that's locked down there. That cup will not move. The only change that I have made with this was that you can see I have a carabiner on this side mount here. So one of the options this tripod had was that this portion right here, let me see if I can get it in there so you can see that. This portion right here, so this has a screw in it, which is again a 3/8, and what I did is I put a 1/4 inch adapter in there, and then this right here used to be for a tripod strap that I had, and this portion here would screw underneath the camera, and then it still has a 1/4 inch screw hole in there, and then you have this ring here that you put your camera strap on, and it would go across your body. But this tripod also came with an arm that you could use, and it had I think, yeah, it's a mount that you could put your cell phone on, so you could have this arm out and use your cell phone for, the only thing I could think of that it would be used for would be like if you're using an app on your camera and you wanted to do remote shutter release. Since I had that hole there, I went ahead and the other problem that with this tripod is that, as you can see underneath, there's no hook. Now, especially when you're on the beach or on the coast, and sometimes it can get very windy. So to reduce any problem with camera shake, a lot of tripods, they have a little hook in the center column, if they have a center column, or even some of them that are like this with that uses a bowl, they still have a hook underneath that you can put a weight bag, or you can hang your camera bag from, and so this didn't have it. But of course the answer was that I have this adapter from the camera strap, I have a carabiner on there, and so that solved the problem. So with this like that, I can just take my camera bag, attach it onto there, and now this thing is rock solid, especially with a 20-pound camera bag. This is solid, it's not going anywhere. It has worked. I mean, I've never luckily had to use it out in the field yet, but it's nice having the ability to be able to do that. Again, it answered what I needed to do. So that was one change I've made to this. Other than that, I have not done anything to this tripod. Let's see. Again, just so you know what I'm talking about, that is the name. I'm assuming that is called Artcise, because I've never really heard of the company before. There are just a few videos online about this tripod, so either it just hasn't been out for a long time, or just not a lot of people use it, which that's fine, I can understand that. So so I've used this in the water, I've used this on several hikes. It's just super light. Have you heard that? Listen to this. When you close the legs, the air shoots out the top. Now that, you know, I don't know if that's annoying to some people or what, but I don't mind it. It has held up pretty well. You know, I'm not that careful. Well, I am careful with my equipment, but you know, I don't baby it. So this one here, so I've been out here now for about an hour. This battlefield area is pretty big. So I've walked probably at least 1.5 miles with this on. I'll either have it ready to go, or I would have this strapped to the backpack, and you can see it folds down pretty small. The legs are 4-section. The one thing good about this that I do like is that the knobs here to release the legs, you can see the first one 2 inches wide, the second one is probably 1.5 inches, and along with this third one here. Yes, these bottoms, they do not, as my old one, I could screw it up and you would have a spike, and then you unscrew it and you get the rubber feet. As I said, I'm not a spike person. This tripod did come with very heavy duty spikes, so these, again, nice and beefy. I don't even know if they're 3/4 inch. That looks like it. They're 3/8 inch. But you can undo these, and then you can put the spikes in there if you so. And also, it has a rubber gasket. So when you have these in and they're secure, it's also watertight, and that is a plus. Another thing I would like is that you do have the rubber part here. So when you're carrying this thing and you've got a lens, I normally will have that rubber resting on my shoulder like that. A lot of the other types of tripods I've seen, they actually have it on each leg. So with this one here, I've got to know that when I'm picking this up that, you know, the rubber part is up against my shoulder there. And it's also, you know, where you want to grab it when you're moving it. I can't think of anything else going on with this tripod. It is held up well. I mean, I've banged it around a little bit. There's some scratches on the top bowl here. Also, this bowl has got basically a pad, a rubber pad that goes all the way around it. So that helps when you put the tripod head on. It helps it when you've got it locked down. You can torque it down a little bit, and I've never had this loosen up with carrying this around like I have. I've never had the either the gimbal or the ball head come loose on this. So you get rock solid performance out of it. Oh, one other thing, I think I talked about it on the original video, is that, you know, this, as tall as this can go, with everything out, I'm 6'3", I believe this telescopes all the way out with no center column. I mean, this is just the legs itself to about 6'1". So I've done some astrophotography with this, and it's nice to be able to have a tripod set up to where you've got a, you know, you're taking pictures of the moon or whatever, and you don't have to be bent over or on your knees trying to get a shot up into the sky. But now, as low as this can get, it says it's about 11 inches. Now, with these legs splayed out, I don't know if this is going to catch in the video, but I can get this. I think that's less than 11 inches. I don't know if you're seeing this. So, to me, that's a win-win. And then right back to the stove position, and you're ready to go. So, that's it. I'd say that this is a good review on this tripod. I think I've covered anything. Hey, if anyone has any questions, you know, I do respond pretty quickly to any comments that somebody wants to post. And like I said, I will attach the original review on purchasing this. And if you have any questions, let me know. Anyway, there you go. It's a goodbye.